Good morning, all of you. How are you? How are you? Okay, fine. Today we discuss about, then our last class, we discuss about the Mali Empire, Ottoman Empire, and Mali Empire, Ottoman Empire, and Mongol Empire. We discuss about the last class, Ottoman Empire, and Ottoman Empire, Mali Empire, and Mongol Empire. Mongol Empire. Okay, we discussed our last class. All of you studied this part. Who was Kangan Musa? Who was Kangan Musa? Okay, Kangan Musa was the famous ruler of Mali Empire. Who was Genghis Khan? Okay, what is courier system? You remember and recall the previous class. Okay, then today we discuss about the next part in our social science textbook, China and Japan. China and Japan. China and Japan. China and Japan were situated in which continent? Situated in which continent? China and Japan were the countries in Asian continent. Asian continent. How many continents in the world? Okay, you know. Do you remember it? Okay. Then look at the map. Look at the map. Identify the China and Japan. Look at the world map or Asian continent map, only Asian continent map. Then identify the, locate the China and Japan. Understand the China and Japan. Then efficient administrative system existing these countries. Efficient administrative system existing in these countries. Chinese countries and Japan countries. At that period, China was ruled by Tang dynasty. At that time, at that period, China ruled by Tang dynasty. Listen, Tang dynasty. Tang dynasty. China ruled by Tang dynasty. The sovereignty of the countries was vested in the emperor. Sovereignty of the countries in this emperor. Then state officials selected after conducting competitive examination. Listen, conducting the competitive examination based on the education and excellence. Education and excellence. Okay. State officials selected, state officials selected after conducting competitive examination based on the criteria of education and excellence. Okay, clear? Then there promoted trade and commerce. Then China promoted trade and commerce. Promoted trade and commerce. Then after Tang dynasty, China was ruled by Song dynasty, Tang dynasty, after ruled by Song dynasty, then Ming dynasty, Ming dynasty, and the last one Manchu dynasty. Okay, earlier period China ruled by Tang dynasty, then China trade and commerce promoted, then Tang dynasty after Song dynasty, Song dynasty after Ming dynasty, Ming dynasty after then Manchu dynasty. Okay, these are the dynasty in existed in China. Then the medieval Japan, the importance in China. Then medieval Japan also emperor was the supreme head. Japan also emperor was the supreme head in Japan. Okay, but the administration was feudal lords. Feudal lords known as shoguns. Administration was feudal lords known as shoguns. Okay, land was under their control, shoguns control. Shoguns was the feudal system. Shoguns was feudal landlords. Then land was under their control. At that time, Tokyo was the capital of Japan. Tokyo. At that time or at that period, Tokyo was emerged as the center of power. At that time, Tokyo was the emerged center of power. That's the point. Listen. Then China and Japan, medieval period China and Japan. China ruled by Tang dynasty, then trade and commerce promoted, then Song dynasty, Ming dynasty, and Manchu dynasty. At that time, Japan ruled by landlords. Then listen, the medieval Japan. Medieval Japan also emperor was the supreme head. Then, but the administration was feudal lords known as shoguns. Okay, then land was under the shoguns. At that period, Japan land was under the shoguns. Okay, then at that time, Tokyo was the capital of Japan. Tokyo was the emerged at the center of power. Okay, clear? Then take your notebook. Write down one question. Write a short note. China and Japan in medieval period. Write a short note. China and Japan in medieval period. Okay, all of you clear? Okay. Then we discuss the next part, medieval America. Medieval America. Medieval America. Medieval America. Medieval America. Okay. From ancient time onwards, indigenous civilization prevailed in North America and South America. Okay. From ancient time, early ancient time onwards, indigenous civilization prevailed in North America and South America. Okay, two type America, North America and South America. Then 7 continents. Okay, do you hear the 7 continents? Then North America and South America. Okay, this civilization continued to exist in the medieval period also. Then the administrative system in these regions were purely indigenous. Administrative system is purely, completely indigenous system in these civilizations. American civilization, North American civilization and South American civilization. Two types of civilization. North American civilization and South American civilization. North American and South American. Okay. Look at the textbook, page number 18. Page number 18. Medieval America. Then American civilization. First box North American civilization. Then first box North American civilization. Not mentioned this North and South. Then first box mention North American civilization. Then second South American civilization. Which are the North American civilizations? Which are they? First one, Mississippi civilization. Second one, Caribbean civilization. It's the North American civilization. Mississippi, Caribbean, Magellan and Magellan, then Mississippi and Caribbean. These are the North American civilization. Then second, Mayan civilization, then Inca civilization, Aztec, Toltec. These are the South American civilization. Okay. Then Europeans reached America in the 16th century. Europeans reached in America 16th century. Europeans reached in America. What happened at that time in America? Okay, Europeans destroyed native culture and destroyed the native culture and started the plantation and Europeans started plantations and mines. Plantations and mines. Okay. 16th century, Europeans reached in America. Then Europeans reached America in 16th century. They destroyed in native culture. American native culture destroyed. Then but started in Europeans plantains and mines. Okay, plantains and mines. In 16th century, Europeans reached in America. They destroyed Europeans destroyed native culture and started plantation and mines. Then the Negroes were work in this place. This place work in Negroes. Okay. Then listen. Medieval America, two type American civilization, North America and South America. Major North American civilizations and major South American civilization. Look at the page number, your textbook in page number 18. You can see the page number 18, then American civilization. Okay. Then American civilization, Europeans reached in 16th century. They destroyed native culture and started plantation and mines here. Then Negroes were work in the place. This is the main point of medieval America. Okay. Then next part, the end of the first lesson, decline of feudalism. Then last part, decline of feudalism. Recall or remember what is feudalism? You can recall and remember the previous class. It means feudalism. Feudalism means socio-political and economical system existed in medieval Europe. Socio-political and economical system existed in medieval Europe based on what? Land. Based on land was known as feudalism. This is the previous knowledge in previous classes. Okay. From the 15th century onwards, feudalism began to decline. Then 15th century onwards, feudalism became decline or default. Then what are the decline of feudalism? What are the main reason of decline of feudalism? Okay. From the 15th century onwards, feudalism began to decline in Europe. Analyze the circumstance that led to the disintegration or disintegration of feudalism. What are the reason for the decline of feudalism? Listen, the next part, decline of feudalism. The last part of this first lesson, decline of feudalism. First point, famine. Decline of feudalism. First point, famine. Listen. Famine. The next point, agricultural production decreased due to climate change. Agricultural progress decreased due to climate change. The next point, climate change. reason, climate change. Okay, climate change, agricultural production decreased. Then third point, plague and black death. Plague and black death. Plague and black death is the major point of decline of feudalism. Okay, then fourth point. Okay, listen, fourth point. King's monopoly of gunpowder. King's monopoly of gunpowder. Gunpowder. Monopoly of gunpowder. Decline of feudalism. Okay, listen, decline of feudalism. Decline of feudalism. Feudalism. First point, famine. Second point, climate change. Then third point, plague and black death. Then fourth point, king's monopoly of gunpowder. Then next, peasant revolt. Fifth point, peasant. Peasant revolt. Peasant revolt. Then last point, emergence of national state. Emergence of nation state. Nation states. National states. Okay. What are the main reason of decline of feudalism? First one, famine. Famine was the main reason of decline of feudalism. Very important question in this exam. Then second one, climate change. Climate change, the agricultural production is decreased. Then third, plague and black death. Plague and black death. Then fourth point, gunpowder. Kings, then at that period, king's monopoly, gunpowder. Then next, peasant revolt. Then next, peasant revolt. Then last one, emergence of national states. Okay, these are the main points of decline of feudalism. Then look at the textbook. Look at the textbook, page number 21. Let us assess. Complete the let us assess. Let us assess. First question, column A and column B. Complete the first one, understanding the relationship between the item column A and column B accordingly. Example, first one, Byzantium Empire, A column. Then B column, Justinian. Then second, B column, Charlemagne. Then first B, dash. Then Timbuktu, Mali Empire, Baghdad, dash. Tang dynasty in China. For example, Tang dynasty in China. Shoguns. Which country? Okay, Japan. Then Hijra, 622 CE. Invasion of Constantinople by Turkey, dash, 1453. Then match the column A and B. Very important question this unit. Then last question. Write down some important questions. List out the characteristics of medieval towns such as Constantinople, Baghdad and Timbuktu. This is the very important questions. Timbuktu, Baghdad and Constantinople, the major characteristics. Then next, the last two questions. The first question, analyze the circumstance led to the disintegration of feudalism or decline of feudalism. The important 5 or 6 points. Write down the 6 points. Then last question, identify the location of Constantinople, Baghdad, Mecca, Medina, Damascus, Karakoram, Mali, Timbuktu and Tokyo. Locate the world map. Locate the world map. Okay. Prepare a list of countries in which these countries located in world map. Okay, clear? Then should I sum up this class? Then first unit is over. First unit, Eastern Roman Empire, Western Roman Empire, Mali Empire, Mongol Empire, America, China. These are the major important places and medieval world. Then finish the first chapter. Then all of you write down the let us assess important questions. Okay, clear? Okay, clear? Okay, thank you. See the next class.